You'll see.
Somehow the world will change for me.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of Tabletop Rolls of the League of Amazing Adventurers on Tabletop Rolls. My brain, I think, I think for campaign 2, that's how we're going to start it off. I think that's how we'll do it. But
You're so sleepy.
I
I too.
hope everyone is doing fantastically tonight. I am doing fantastically. Matt is doing fantastically, mainly because it has begun to snow and get cold.
I had to put on slippers sitting here.
Oh,
Look at that. It is the most wonderful time of year, and by that I mean it is winter time in Canada. So with that, a new caveat before we begin the stream. If we lose power or internet here, if we lose it, and we don't come back in like 5 minutes, just assume we won't make it back.
Don't be alarmed, American friends. It is simply an abominable snow bumble attack. Those are normal in Canada.
what's
Well,
a snow?
I hate you
I live
so
in
much.
California, and I've never seen a white stuff.
Is it like sand but cold?
Yes,
Yes.
Huh.
it gets in everywhere. Some
Can
people hate
you
it.
Play with it at the beach?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I
you
wouldn't
can at Gimli
recommend
Beach.
it. Or Kenora in the winter.
Or Kenora, yeah. You have options to play with snow on a beach. Matt, we should go play with snow on a beach.
No.
That sounds like a good time. But in all seriousness, welcome to tonight's episode of the League of Amazing Adventurers. I'm joined by our wonderful cast of characters. Of course, we have Cassandra, played by Abby of Abby's World's the Stage fame.
Here to turn your whorehouse into a whore home.
Okay, this
Life
is the type-
hack.
this
I
is
love
the
you
type of
so
energy we're
fucking
going
much,
with tonight.
bitch.
I love life hacks.
And then, of course, we have our lovely graphic designer. And honestly, one of the key points of my mental stability right now, Matthew Urban playing Garl.
Garo believes
Oh.
in mental health care days.
Oh,
Oh, thanks
Thank
for the
you.
gift of self.
I heard that sound.
And of course, we have our head artist here at Tabletop Rolls, the person responsible for all the character art, and I believe soon taking commission, McKenna playing Nim.
A rare
Oh,
opportunity.
Just me.
Sure.
Maybe we'll see.
And then, of course, we have head of the Coop Troot, wielder of the heart, Lynx played by Cooper.
in the words of the great Trixie Mattel, I'm the big gulp that you get behind the 7-Eleven.
Who is
I'll drink to that.
Wow.
who is
Wow.
Trixie Mattel?
Oh, William.
I've been hate crimed.
See, I don't know either,
We've
but I had the
all
good sense
been
not to ask.
I took the bullet for us, Matt.
Oh
Sure.
boy. Oh, the hero points are
thank
flying
you.
already.
They are, and they are
Yay!
going to need them. But we'll get to that after our announcements.
Don't say
Number one
that.
being, we have many other shows, mostly our RPG shows right now. We have on Friday, The Calling Chronicle. We have
Thank
on
you, Squishy.
Monday, the lovely Strength of Thousands AP. And of course, every Wednesday, we have the League of Amazing Adventurers. But with that is all of our major announcements done. Next week, I'm going to talk about our Christmas schedule and what we're doing during the holiday season.
Yeah.
But for now, let's roll that intro and get right into the game. Last time on the League of Amazing Adventurers, on their search to collect Gwendolyn after she had been captured, our party entered in to an underground passageway trying to get access to a Treladarian base. Upon entering the passageway, they discovered a pathway to the side that they decided to take instead of just going straight down the hallway, and began to explore what was once an arcane laboratory that they quickly discovered was once headed up by Corellia and was the place where Garl was created. After felling a number of threats, they continued to make their way through and explore until they discovered a multi-headed centipede beast straight out of Cassandra's nightmares, quite literally. Deciding not to tackle that foe, they turned around and locked the door behind them and continued to explore the underground complex, where they discovered what appeared to be a sort of like dorm situation, a place for researchers and things to sleep, and a number of vats with like floating bits in them that, as our party broke the wards containing them, proceeded to coalesce and form into one very large ooze.
I would like to point out, because it's important, that Garl did not break anything this time. It was not Garl who broke the thing.
Good for her.
It used to be people. It's an ooze that used to be people.
I mean, if you go back far enough, we all used to be nuclear waste.
We all used to be primordial ooze.
You're right. We're all
I missed
stardust.
I missed that for us.
It's people soup. And on that note, let's roll initiative.
Does it have chunks of potato in it? Would that be
God, I
stew?
hope so.
No, but you see on the
It'll be a
corner of
stew.
one of its squares is a hot tub.
Potatoes.
Oh, potatoes and molasses.
Molasses.
Why?
Nimbus was ready.
Oh
Depends on my
no!
character's there.
Garl was not ready.
I mean, I was sticking my head into the thing I found under the statue that Will refused to elaborate on.
Ooze.
There we
It
go.
was just a
Thomas
stairwell.
just taking her good old time to
Yeah, and what's down the stairwell?
You can't
Nice.
see it.
I mean, okay, that's fair. Garl is just a human with human eyeballs. For now.
Oh, potatoes and molasses. If you want some,
Does not
I'll
count.
just ask.
Alrighty, well, let's get things going. Nim,
Look out, a gorilla!
there is an ooze in front of yous. What would you like to do?
Oh,
An
God.
ooze in front of moose?
Use.
A successor for the professor.
I
Here.
I think I'm going to hope to Sweet Desna that it's not immune to negative damage, because most things in your world are not. And I'm gonna do like a cheeky little innervation on it.
How cheeky.
So if it could make a fortitude save for me.
Well, you are about to learn something about oozes, McKenna.
Uh-oh.
And that is that they have a very high fort save. But they still fail.
Not high enough!
My oozebris. My oozebris.
By Ubris.
You simply love to see it.
Yep.
So he takes 48 persistent damage and is drained 1, and then I think I'm just gonna back the fuck up.
Cheese it.
Good for her.
Yeah,
That's what she
can I
says.
stand like around this stool over here? Is that allowed?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, then that is what I will do, and that is my turn.
Alrighty. Well, I think it's time for some fun.
Well,
It's
first
gonna. It is going to eat Abby.
First he takes 21
Oh God, that's all.
So
it takes.
actually.
It is going to attempt to
Yup.
eat Abby. It can now move 40 feet, and any creatures that it goes into will have to make a save or else become eaten by the ooze.
Not us standing in a line.
Corellia and Nim, I need the two of you to make me a DC 33 reflex save. 34.
34.
Nice. Yeah, y'all push yourself aside. Find him. You
And
can
a
exit
nat
to there.
20 for
Just
Abby's
Cartwheeling
nat
out of the
20.
way.
And y'all won't
He
take
said,
the damage.
"No."
And then
Not
with
today,
its last
Satan.
hit, it's going to attempt to use a pseudopod to smack the thing that shot it with
Oh.
negative energy.
I hate
34.
pseudopods.
That hits. It does not crit.
17 bludgeoning and 8 acid,
Okay.
and then roll your negative damage.
Do you want to just use the? We can just use the 21, but I
Oh,
can roll it again if you'd
Sure
rather.
thing. We will use the 21.
Um,
And then, do I get to do a save at the end? Yes, I do. Cool.
yeah.
And I will see if it is no longer feeling down about itself. It is still feeling down about itself.
As it should. As it should. So that
Cassandra,
was-
you're up.
was 17 plus.
Oof. 1 second. Let me just quick write that down. Does it look like it can understand things?
No.
That's a good question.
That's
This
fair.
is-
You can see
I will
through
say
it.
this ooze Cassandra is mindless. It has one goal, and that is to consume. Can't make that one go oozy. Oh well.
It's a distillation of one of Will's great loves.
It's like I'm playing Dragon Quest with all the slime puns Will is trying to make.
Cassandra will look at her group real quick and be like, possibly bad idea. What if we shoved it in with the centipede?
How far? Oh, ooh, you know,
I like this.
that's maybe the best thing you've ever said.
I like
Are
it.
we
Yeah.
are we gonna pull this thing to Stormwind?
I'm gonna use all my action to run out the door.
Can it get through the door?
It's a slime.
It's an
It can-
ooze, right? Yeah.
Abby, you've never been hotter than you are in this precise moment.
I love it.
Just go out here because I don't know which direction we should take it in. Either like, because it's gonna be harder
Oh,
to like shove
I
it
have
through that door.
I have this. What we could do is if we could somehow. Oh god, this is a long way. If we could lead it all the way up to the balcony, we could have it chase the Eidolon off the balcony, and then I just unsummon the Eidolon in the room.
See, that's what I was thinking.
But no, actually,
More
we
room
could.
to maneuver it in the other one.
I'm just a little worried because if we open the ground level door, the centipede can get out much
Are you-
easier.
Are
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
what I was
going to
thinking.
make me fight an ooze versus a giant centipede? Is that something that's going to
Yes.
happen?
Yeah.
Will fights
I mean-
himself live.
I love this idea. I love this
It's
plan.
highly impractical, but I love the idea.
I'm obsessed with this.
I love it. Let's do it. It sounds like a
Abby's
good
galaxy
time.
brain moment.
There's 2 birds in 1 stone, and then there's just 2 birds beating the shit out of each other.
I think I
Two
can get
birds
there if I just
desperately
sprint.
fighting for food.
Tonight, our
Corn
party
chip.
attempts to become Pokemon masters. All right,
Fight.
So yeah, I just book it.
Lynx.
So, Abby, is your plan to bring it all the way around onto the balcony?
I think so. I feel
Okay.
like we have the most room to maneuver there, and it might be the safe overall option.
Lynx, you're up.
I assume you shout this plan, Cassandra?
Yeah, I said, lead it to the centipede!
I would like to follow Cassandra, but make a stealth check right here in the doorway
Mm-hmm.
to loop around to this side of the hallway.
Roll it. Okay.
Respectable.
Is that a success?
I mean, you rolled a 25.
Hmm.
That doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean anything.
You don't know this thing's perception DC.
To be fair, we don't know how this thing even perceives the world. It has no eyes.
That's fair.
Probably tremor sense.
Are you within 240 feet of it? It sees you.
Ah, damn it.
Okay. Thanks for that. I guess I have no choice but to follow Abby then. Which is fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. I just wanted to know what was over there. So I'll I'll actually try to set up a back line to see if I can slow it down if it can catch up if it can catch up to us too easily.
Okay, I'm just going to get that open right now, just in case. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all 3 actions that I can take.
Carl.
We love this idea as well, and really want to see it happen.
I do. I love the idea, and
So
I'm not.
good.
I mean, if you guys, I'm not going to kibosh it. Y'all do your thing. We'll see what happens.
I'm just trying to
Smarter,
think.
not harder.
I will watch here. I just will sit and watch Will roll nat 20s against himself back and forth for however long that takes.
Yeah. Chef
You know
kiss.
how
Um,
painful that will be.
We love to see it.
Hey, you.
Just out of curiosity, slight out of game thing. McKenna, are you gonna just triple book it? Like,
Yup.
are you just okay? He's
Because enervation, the nice thing about enervation is that I don't have to sustain it. It just fucking works.
We love.
You know,
Love
just because
fucking working.
I know it takes more than like a single round to summon the Eidolon. I'm going to use 1 action to get the Eidolon to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's how much the Eidolon can move, and then I will spend 2 actions to move myself.
When you get your Eidolon to move, it just drops to the ground on all fours and starts mad crawling out.
Like full grudge.
Yeah, like full grudge.
Good.
Leaving a trail of blood behind it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't tell it to do that.
I do not care for this.
Listen.
Him standing in front of this fucking behemoth.
She's
Alright.
just looking up at it.
So Nim,
I think that's 1. I can't see the damn squares.
there's an ooze in front of you.
I'm not going to get too far ahead of everyone because if necessary, I can probably absorb a few hits.
Hmm.
What would you like to do, Nim?
Working on it.
Also, chat, get those hero points ready.
Yeah.
I mean, we all got 1, I think, at the start, too, so everyone at least has 2.
Not Will horrifying me.
I'm horrified right now.
Wow, this TPK is incredible.
I can see it now, the episode title, Cassandra's Galaxy Brain.
Okay. Remember,
Cassandra fulfills her purpose, killing the party.
this spot on the canvas right in front of the door, and I'm just going to, and if I take an AO, I take an AO, move all the way
Ooh.
here.
All right. Ooze.
Just like being as loud as possible all the way.
Ah!
If this works, it's going to be amazing.
It's so big.
Oh, good. Lynx is still within range of its 30-foot reach. 2 move actions, and it smacks Lynx with an ooze pseudopod.
Well, it tries.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, does the 28 miss?
Yes.
Oh. Cassandra.
Excuse you.
I mean,
That
Lynx
was
is probably
really
the
scary.
19
second
damage,
highest
please.
AC in the party, probably.
Yeah, I have 32 AC.
19 down.
Oh,
my
you have
turn.
higher than me then. I only have 31.
I might need to refresh
Did-
roll 20 because it's like frozen. I cannot see anything that's happening.
Ah.
take the 19 damage?
Oh, I take
Oh,
19
it's no
damage?
longer taking
No,
no.
negative.
Will does.
And it's no longer taking negative damage.
That's fair.
Ooh,
Yay.
ooh woo.
Ooze woos.
Oh, boy.
Mm.
This is going to be a night.
When life gives you lemons.
You send those lemons back. Complain to Life's manager. Karen, that thing.
Perennia.
Yeah.
I'm funny.
Any luck, Abby?
I think there's something wrong with my internet.
No!
Well,
Just
in
fix
that
it.
case, would you like me to run Corellia away towards the spot for you?
Yes, please.
All right. What's Corellia's move speed? Do you know off the top of your head?
30.
All right. So then you can get to there. Lynx.
It's probably just roll 20 messing with her.
Can she not
like
move
everything
a
else
third
is
time?
working, just not roll 20.
Oh, right. I can't math. I thought 30 times 3 was 60.
Will, Garl, you're the one who's supposed to be able to do math in the relationship.
It's been a day.
your
I'm
job.
sorry. Lynx, you're up.
Can you describe to me real quick how a pseudopod actually looks?
You
So,
don't-
do you see those like big, slimy tentacles coming out of the thing's artwork?
Disgusting.
It's
See-
those.
I always thought it in that weird way where like where they do like the really smoochy kisses in cartoons where the lips literally like stretch off the face.
And as it's like coming down
work.
through like the
These
stone
work.
and like as it's going over things,
Oh.
it's just making like a slurping sound, like a.
Terrible.
I
He
hate that
bats
for it.
away the pseudopod that just barely misses him, fully just slaps it, says, ugh, and then runs to catch up with Cassandra.
Garl Rockscar Garl Rockscar.
So I had to check the Trauma Mental's stats, and it has moved 25. I'm going to spend 2 actions to get the Eidolon to move twice for a total of 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, Cassandra! No, wait, that's Nim.
Oh,
And then 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm gonna use half of Garl's move because I need the thing if it turns the corner to see one of us.
That's true.
And so I just brace myself.
Nim.
Me already?
Yeah.
I guess I'm running for it. We got 20, 15, so I can move
That's 35.
here. I know. I've supplanted you as the one of us in the relationship that can do math, remember?
Oh boy.
Huzzah.
Oh boy.
Head empty. Full of character trauma.
Mood. Alright, and I can do 35 more feet. And that puts me right in front of the doors.
I hope someone who's farther ahead now is thinking about how we're gonna get it.
I
Into the
wasn't
arena
going to
off the
ask.
balcony.
I was not
I'm-
going to ask, but
I
same.
mean, I have
Definitely.
I have Titan Wrestler, but that might not be enough.
Okay, Blob.
That's so fucking cool.
begins. Come on,
Okay,
Blobby.
so it's going to go there.
Hey Blob, over here.
And it's just filling the hallway. And then it's going to attempt, with its last 2 actions, to engulf Garl.
Please don't work. Please don't work.
What's the
Oh yeah, the vor.
Can you make me a DC 33 reflex save, Garl?
I'm gonna try, but I don't like the odds.
Come on, Garl.
Garl.
Do it. Pave the way, put your bet. No, that's
That's
a
her.
Oh, wait.
tormental.
No,
That's
no,
not
no.
you. That's
Oh.
that's a
Oh, you're right.
tormental. You get to reroll.
Silly little bitch.
Sorry. All right, I am rolling Garls now.
That's what I get for being a bitch. That's fair.
Would you like to use
so
the
it's-
hero point on that 7?
What happens on a failure versus a crit failure?
Well, on a failure, you get engulfed into the thing and begin to drown in ooze.
Pinky.
I'm gonna have to use a hero point. We didn't think this part through. That's even worse.
And Garl is in the ooze.
Now here's the question though, Will. Getting out of it, is it a reflex? Because I don't think it would be a reflex, would it?
No, it now would be an athletics to
Okay, that's a lot better for Garl.
athletics, or
Garl does an amazing breaststroke.
you need to get the rupture.
Nice.
But Garl, can you, since you got engulfed, take 22 acid damage for me?
I mean,
And-
I could if you really want me to.
What is your Constitution modifier?
+4.
All right, so I'm going to talk about drowning.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, Garl has amazing
So you
lungs.
can hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to 5 plus your con modifier.
So 9.
At the end of each of your turns, including this one, you reduce that by 1. If you cast a spell with a verbal component, all your air is gone and you begin to drown.
Okay.
Garl,
Gross.
Now here's a question: if I get out of the thing, can I take like a big breath and regain those breaths and start over from drowning next time?
You'd have to get out, and if you get out, you just get out. But yes,
Yeah, I'm just saying it like resets every time I
it
exit the
resets every
creature.
time you
there's
escape.
Oh god, this is going to be really rough because Garl, with the bad reflexes, I imagine Garl's going to get engulfed and hopefully escape, and then get engulfed.
Cassandra.
Hopefully escape.
So true.
Garl has
I
become a
can't even
murloc.
hear it.
It is your turn, Cassandra.
Chad, I'm trying to parse that metaphor. Goodness gracious.
Cassandra keeps running. Let's see. 5, 15, 20, 30. Gotta move the screen. Let me just. Yeah, it gets me about right to the door, I think. Whoop. Yep. Ready to go.
Okay. Lynx. You see, in this case, Cassandra is our Lynx to the past.
Didn't like that. Down the hallway we go. I really don't know if I should be like leaving something behind.
I'm just making noise.
Yeah.
Do I hear anything when Garl gets bored?
You probably heard the beginning of a really loud curse word like, oh, bloody.
Son of a.
Garl?
Hello?
Son of a will.
Can I leave a peshpin grenade as a mine?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm gonna step on that, aren't I?
Maybe? I mostly want to see what happens, because it's piercing damage, and I'm not sure just how effective that'll be.
I mean,
But, like,
Garl
if it
is-
helps you get out of the damn thing, then who knows?
I'll put that
so
purple
I'll-
X as your mine.
Perfect, because it'll swamp over that anyway. That's one action. That's 35 feet for a second movement. And I'll go and hold the door open for Nimbus as my last movement.
Aw. Garl, you're inside of an ooze.
Yeah, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Record scratch.
If you've ever seen like the spin cycle at on a washing machine, that's what Garl's in right now. But
Oh no, Garl gets motion sick and the vomit will just stay in front of me because I'm surrounded by ooze.
That's like one of my worst fears.
Ugh.
Also, I
Alright.
don't know about y'all, but this shit.
nobody.
Alright, so
Nobody.
here's a question for you, Will.
Here's
You
an
said it's an athletics check to get out of here.
athletics, an attack roll with a one-handed weapon, or someone else needs to deal enough damage to pop you out.
Hey! Come on,
Well-
peshpin grenade.
Well, that's assuming that it won't stay in one spot and finish eating me before moving on.
Right.
Oh! Oh no!
How ambitious is this slime, or this ooze? But so I just want to make sure my options are properly explained. I have to pass, I think, like just the same DC 33 on an athletics though
Yep.
to get out, or just score an attack, or
Well, it has to be with a one-handed simple. It has to be with a one-handed weapon, because you can't
Okay.
use a two-handed weapon.
well, my katana is versatile. But I'm just trying to think what would be my better odds. To beat a 33, I would need to roll an 11 or more with athletics. With an attack, possibly.
You would need to hit and then deal enough damage to pop out.
Okay, so it has to. I have to then. Not only do I have to hit, but I have to get over a damage threshold.
Yes.
Mm.
And now, there's diminishing returns on athletics checks for this, right? It's like an attack. The
It's
subsequent
like an
ones
attack.
will have the minus. Okay. You know, I'm gonna try the athletics.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No, I
Alright.
don't think you are.
Failure.
All right, so second one, this will be at -5. Hold on, let me do math actually. So I need to get an 11 minus 5. Oof. I would need to get at least a 16 to pass this then.
Ah!
Stop being a jerk, roll 20.
Yeah.
41.
There we go.
That is a critical success.
Hot.
So I just
Oh
shoot
wait,
out.
no,
like
sorry,
a-
that's a regular success because of the
Yeah.
-5.
Yeah.
So you pop out. You still have one action.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Run?
Yeah. So now this gets me to this space, right?
You can get to any space adjacent to it that you want.
Okay. Well then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's not very far at all. I could skip right around this corner here with that one movement though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let me be sneaky about this and run around to the corner here.
All right, Nim.
I think I'm gonna move up to Cassandra. Let's see what the measurement is on that. 15. 15. All right.
Lynx
No,
gives you
not-
a little bit of a
not where I
cheeky
thought
bow
this
as
was
you
going
pass
to
through the
go.
door.
Them just
We love to surprise you, Will.
Not where I thought this was going to go. I will admit, y'all have cupcaked me.
Cassandra, are we opening the door or are we waiting? Or are we
I hate
leaving
it here.
something for it as bait?
I want to hit everybody with an airwalk before we go in so we can lure it from above the pit.
Oh, that's so
That's
fucking
so
smart.
smart.
I can cast airwalk
Especially since
right
the
now.
slime
and
is
we
really
have it for
dumb.
5
It will
minutes.
just
Y'all,
move.
every player gets a hero point. I'm really proud of you guys today.
I'll take
I'm
it.
so proud of you all this evening.
That is really smart.
I was about to say cast it on me last so that I can bait it.
Actually, I can use my tap rune.
Oh!
So I'll save a spell slot and use it. I'll use airlock on Lynx again.
And I can cast my airwalk on me this round and then cast it on Garl when she gets here.
Yeah.
That's good because Girl has used her one cast of her own fly today. We haven't rested since we arrived, so
This is true. Okay, I think my tap rune goes for 5 minutes, which is the same as airwalk, so I might as well just tap it now. And those will be my 3 actions. You're so fucking smart. You're so cool. You're so fucking cool. I love you so much. I can't get over it. Just
One of the worst part though is I feel like Cassandra would know this because her whole thing was getting people to fight each other in this place.
so it's in character too. It's
Oh,
not
that
even
is-
meta.
that is dark poetry. That is
Yeah.
dark poetry.
Poetry
All
and
right, well,
motion,
speaking
people.
of dark poetry, it is now time for a carnivorous blob. And then when it gets there, it's going to use its last 2 actions to engulf.
Ah!
Oh, Garl.
And it's as big as the room, so
My friend.
Now,
so I need
No,
Garl
wait
and the
just a
Eidolon
minute.
to make a reflex save.
okay. You know, it's the
Wait a
same,
minute.
so I'm just going to roll on Garl's.
Yep.
It's the same because it has
And
the
then
same saves
I will
at the
say
end of
this,
this level.
because it's an effect attacking both of you. You just get the damage, whichever one's the highest. You don't get dinged twice, because that's how Eidolons
Okay.
work.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah,
At
that would be
least it's-
crazy otherwise.
At least it's still moving for us.
Okay. Though, question, Will, if it does that thing, if I say failed, do I get moved into the space it's currently
Yes.
in? Oh, it sucks me along. I mean,
Yeah.
at least that's being helpful.
Ew. I hate it here.
I love it here.
All right. This one is for Garl.
Oh.
Failure. Garl's in the news.
I mean, hey, I got free movement out of it.
Nice.
And I'm back to 9 rounds of drowning.
Eidolon?
I'll just roll Garl's thing. 37.
Good for her.
Eidolon, not bothered by it. It just
She
turns into
T-poses
blood,
through it.
and it looks at Garl with a disappointed look.
No.
Somehow it manages to look more like Corellian now than it has before.
Oh my god.
Lynx,
Garl, you didn't
as the
slaughter
ooze
your
comes
family fast
around,
enough.
you just see Garl like being strung up by the thing, and like
Garl
getting
upside
spun
down.
around.
Lynx reacts poorly to the magic, and he's also kind of upside down and waves to Garl.
You're not airwalked yet.
But take.
Oh, I
to
thought you
come
said
to
I
me.
was. That's my
take
bad.
36 acid damage, Garl.
36?
Yep.
Okay. Annoyingly, my hardness doesn't stop that.
Doesn't. Cassandra, you're up.
36.
I will cast me some airwalk on myself
Okay.
real fast. And
I have a question.
I have
What
an
about the
answer.
Peshpen grenade?
Oh, the Petch
Oh!
Pin grenade. Yes. I'm going. Make me an attack roll with your Petch Pin grenade.
Okay.
To see if it holds up long enough. Okay, so it will hit it. Roll your damage.
Cool.
Uh,
I don't think it can be stupefied,
it
but
can't
that's
be
okay.
stupefied, but here's the funny thing. So as it goes over the grenade with Garl in it,
Mhm.
it takes that 22 damage.
Is he gonna shoot Gar out like
Oh.
a freaking like seed?
And
What
yeah,
just
that's exactly what
happened?
happens. Garl, you get
I love
spit
this
out
fight.
as the Peshpin grenade creates a hole big enough for Garl to escape.
yay!
I also like the idea too that like because these are just dash pins are just grenades. Like they're
Yeah.
like are they explosive or shrapnel?
I've always imagined shrapnel.
Like a piece of sharp metal goes through the ooze and like slows down just before it hits Carl's face while she's in the ooze.
Yes. Cassandra, is there anything else you want to do on your turn other than casting Airwalk?
Just open the door in preparation, I think.
All right, Lynx, you're up.
I see the result of the bait and go, nice. And leave the door open, whistle for Garl to come catch up, and I'll go over to Cassandra and Nim and go,
Well,
hey,
he's-
what's next?
Flying.
Garl.
Watching?
Run.
Realizing that having the Eidolon on the other side of the engulf thing is of not
Oops.
any use, she's just gonna make sort of a intake of breath thing and unsummon the Eidolon. I think
Blood
that's
goes
just an
into
action,
Garl.
right?
Yep.
And then just gonna double book it 60 feet straight down the hallway.
Nice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be 30. So another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and still within sight, so it'll still follow us.
All right, Nim.
Airwalk and links is what I'm doing. So I'm
How
gonna
long
go
does airwalk last?
5 minutes.
Okay, excellent.
5 minutos.
The Blob.
Blob.
Garl probably has the worst looking sunburn right now from all this acid damage.
Yeah,
Mhm.
poor
Fine.
thing. God damn it.
Oh, I didn't think that through. Should have dropped another
Garl.
one.
Make me another reflex save.
How does it get so far?
32. So
Nice.
close. So close.
32
Oh.
is a failure.
Yep.
There's a Garl in the ooze.
Garl just looks disappointed with herself at this
Take
point.
19 acid damage.
She just folds her arms across her chest.
Yeah. Just gonna pout inside the ooze.
Carl.
I mean, at this
Aurelia.
rate, it will take a while to kill her.
That's
Is
true.
Garl like touchable or is she like in the
She's
it.
in the ooze.
All right. In that case, I think the only thing we can really do right now is just fly over the pit and
Guys, do recall, I'm saying this out again because I don't want this plan to go badly. Remember that we sort of get the impression, we don't know, but we have the impression that this thing has multiple cone weapons.
Yes.
So be careful.
Stay next to my friends.
No, I just mean it has ranged attacks.
Stay next to my friends.
I'll fly really high as it'll let me
Okay.
above the edge of the balcony.
So as you go to that balcony
Oh boy.
and you try to go past through that illusionary barrier, you hit it as it's a window.
Fuck.
Oh.
I was afraid of this.
Oh no.
So,
Huh.
You smack into
Doesn't
a
that just
window.
dink-a-dink?
Oh, so hold on. Is it a window made with illusion magic to make it look like it's not there, like it's a literal window?
It's like an invisible window. It's like a two-way mirror, as I described.
Okay, but it is a physical thing. It's
It is
not
a physical
just
thing that could be broken.
Okay. The moment I
Okay.
get out of here, Garl's gonna headbutt that thing.
Corellia, do
I don't
you
know
want
if
to
she'll
try
need to.
breaking it?
I mean, if you can blow it up, that'd be great.
Yeah, let me try breaking it. Let me see what kind of spells I've got in my repertoire.
Just slap it.
So
See.
that's why I was keeping my mouth shut about you guys running all the way around. It's like, there's a window there.
Listen.
Someone's going to run into a window. This
Hey.
will be funny.
It's
I
still
saw
a
that
good
it
plan.
was there. I didn't
Still a
want to
good
say
plan.
anything.
I mean, we had no way of knowing that technique because as soon as we opened that and saw the thing, we were like, nope,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys just
true.
noped out of there.
we did nothing wrong.
Will, for reference, how deep is this pit and how high are the ceilings?
So the pit is 15 feet below. And the
15?
ceiling from the balcony is another 25 feet.
Okay.
Trying to find something that works extra good against physical
Watch.
stuff, but I can't think of anything.
We'll think
Your
we're
bow?
safe.
Oh, maybe my bow. Wait, force
Okay.
damage is like
Oh,
Yeah,
that would do
right?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it.
shadow blast, force damage.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you shadow
Okay.
blast, window breaks, and yeah. Lynx, you're up.
Lynx go like
Oh, sorry.
winds up.
Let me do one thing. As the window breaks, Lynx,
Uh-oh.
this thing wakes up.
Oh!
I mean, shouldn't it have to take a fortitude save to remain asleep because it wants to get its rest?
Tee hee hee hee. It's
No,
beauty
it wants
rest.
to nom.
3 times beauty rest.
But yes, continue with your turn, Lynx.
Lynx is scared. Without giving it too much thought, Lynx gets like a very bad head start on the run and uses 2 of his actions to get just the right amount of movement speed over through into the room because he's not used to the way the airwalk feels.
When there's a smile in Lynx's heart, there's no
Do
better place to
you-
Yeah.
start.
Can I use the rest of my movement to go into the room, by the way?
Nope, because when you got stopped, the movement ended and you used 2 to shadow blast.
Gotcha.
Cooper, do you move up any?
How do
Or
you mean?
Do you move upwards or do you stay lateral?
I would like to let Will decide.
We'll let Lynx walk up naturally.
Okay.
Okay.
And for that last action, he's just gonna turn back to Nim and Cass and say, "I did it."
Garl.
Well, Garl is going to attempt an athletics save to just through sheer force of strength get herself out of this goop.
The way you put your back into it.
31.
Fortunately, not enough.
You know what?
remains
Just
in the ooze.
because we got that extra hero point, I'm going to use it, so I don't have to take the negative on this first try.
That's
Yeah.
Wait, that's not enough?
No,
No,
33.
it's
It has to be. I have to beat 33.
33.
I thought the 41
Crit.
from last
There
time
we
was a
go.
crit success.
No.
And then Will was like, "Oh wait, no, that's the -5." Whatever, the crit works.
There was a 41 last time.
It was a
Yeah, I
41
know.
last time.
If a 41's a crit,
I mismathed. I got
okay.
excited when I saw the 40.
You know what? That's fair.
So Garl's just going
I
to
would
pop out
too.
here. So
Yeah.
that is one
Oh,
action.
but because you got the natural 20, you actually get to move your full movement as part of that action, Garl.
Nice.
Okay. That's still an action, so I have 2 actions remaining. Okay, I have. I can't do my plan yet then because. So I'm going to just run to here next to the balcony.
You might.
And reaching just around the corner, I'm going to try and do an athletics check to stab my force katana
Sure.
into the wall.
Go for it.
Wow, girl boss.
Go for it.
41.
You make a katana pull-up bar.
And I've stabbed into the wall around the corner from the balcony. So if, for instance, I get swept off the balcony, I will hold on to that.
Well, I imagine
so
that now
possibly
you're
the
just
goop
kind of
might
like
just fall
hanging.
down.
I'll let you be hanging there as part of your action if you want.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just hanging off the wall there,
Yep.
15 feet in the air. Like, oh god.
Nim.
I have another plan, but I don't have enough actions for it.
Nim moves up. I think I can. Hold on. I need to do a little bit of measuring just because I want to be fully out of this thing's way. I think I can move next to Garl, and then I want to be like as high up as I possibly can be.
Okay.
Standing on Garl's head.
Kinda, yeah.
Fair enough. Next up is the carnivorous blob.
Oh no!
Sandra noises.
So one action, stride to there. And then its next action, it's going to engulf you, Cassandra. Can you make me a reflex save?
Oh, I can certainly try.
Remember, you have an extra hero point, probably.
Oh, I do.
You might have 3 at this point.
Yeah, I think you do.
You do.
I do.
But you can only use one, so it's kind of...
Yeah.
How bad?
That's a success.
Nice.
Yeah, you managed to avoid it, and no one else is in like the pathway of it, so it's going to move down to there with. There we go. That's where it gets, and
Let them fight.
it's your turn.
I'm gonna fly over and smack Garl with an airwalk, and say, "All right, everybody out, let's go!" Dip.
Oh well, it's one action to stride over, and then 2 actions to cast the spell. So you'd be right beside
Oh
Garl.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dang
Yeah.
it.
If you want, like, you don't necessarily need to. I can swing back into the balcony, assuming I don't get knocked
No,
off
no,
my...
it's the tremor sense. Or the airwalk will help prevent the tremor sense. I think this is necessary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very smart thing, because if we're all flying, this ooze has no way of knowing where we are.
60
Yeah,
foot.
That's the
Oh, that
only
is
thing that I
so
was worried
smart.
about.
You are so smart.
Hmm.
That is why I'm the barbarian,
Oh.
and you are the person who actually does science to make weapons.
Well, see, here's the other thing. Mr. Bugman sees us.
Yeah, that's the other thing I'm worried
Bugman
about.
does see you. It's going to stride right up next to the ooze.
Hopefully it
Mr.
likes Jello.
Sandman.
Oh, good. It has
Here
a-
comes a cone. Bum,
And it's
bum,
going to
bum,
do a
bum.
60-foot cone.
55 minutes in,
That's
and Will has
fair.
done both of his
Like,
favorite
no,
things.
we can take one good hit, I think.
So it's
All
going
right,
to.
DC.
Oh wait, that's the carnivorous blob.
That's a different thing
That's
altogether.
a different one.
Yes.
Here's the breath weapon. It's going to use its fire breath weapon. So I need you all. I need you all to make me a reflex save.
Okay, okay. Here comes a consequence.
Nope.
Failure.
Oh,
Critical
Lord.
failure.
Oh, what do you...
Critical success.
Oh, what do we... What do we
so
need?
Lynx, what's 49 times 2? So that is 89, 91.
Use a hero point!
I'm gonna
98
try to
points
hero
of
point
fire damage, Lynx.
No!
Oh, okay. That's
Well,
only a regular failure now, though. So it's only 49 fire damage. 24 fire damage to Nim. 24. Oh wait, no, you failed. So yeah,
No, Nim didn't
49 to
save.
Nim, 49 to Garl, 49 to Lynx, nothing to Cassandra, and the ooze needs to make a reflex save. The ooze got a 33, but that's still a failure. So it's going to take 49 fire damage. Oh, God, help me.
Attack of the Titans.
Let them fight.
I'm
gonna keep saying it.
Lynx, you're up.
Let's see. Here's 2 rounds of movement,
Here's 2 rounds and get the fuck out.
and here's 3 rounds of movement. Later.
Garl.
Carl, who at this point has been burned several times by acid and now by literal fire, looks probably horrific. Wait, did I get Windwalk?
Yeah.
Yes.
Your walk, yeah.
Yes.
Is going to cartoonishly, well, first I'm just going to pull out my sword from the wall because I don't want to leave that. and is going to cartoonishly tiptoe across the air, and just do enough movement to get around the corner because I don't want to be too far if someone needs help or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nim.
But that would, I think, take 2 actions, and I'll do 1 action to do a heal on myself, just a medicine check.
Well, one
That'll
action
heal.
to pull your sword from the wall.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be all right without the medicine.
Nim.
So I am in the double digits now. Oh no.
Ooh.
I
What do I want to do?
have to
What
run
do I
2
wanna do?
monsters to fight each other now.
Yay!
I don't think I've ever seen this actually happen in a Pathfinder game. This is
I've never
pretty
seen
neat.
it successfully happen. No.
No, me neither. I'm very, very excited to see how this goes. I think I might just move to the other side of the door and wait for Cassandra to close it.
All right.
As a reminder, everyone, I don't know if this will be relevant now, but if you spend 2 actions, you can hold an entire action to trigger on something.
Okay.
Oh.
Blob's going to be.
It's not efficient, but it can set up some neat plays.
The blob tries to smack the centipede's carapace, and it just can't get through it. It still can't get through it. It still can't get through it. Cassandra.
Why isn't it trying to engulf it well?
Because it's too
Cassandra.
big.
It's too big.
Cassandra
Oh.
gets out the
Same
door
size.
and shuts that shit.
Okay.
Starts
And because you guys
barricading.
don't have the doors open, you can't see what's going on.
What if
You're
what
just
if-
using that
what
as
if-
an excuse.
What if there were windows in the door?
Sure. Do you
Like a
guys
little
want
peek,
to
just like,
watch
"Whoop."
this fight play
What
out?
if
Yes.
what if
Yes.
we held
Okay.
hands and watched the stars?
We've worked very hard to watch this fight play out.
What
All
if
right.
we kissed
Do you all
as
mind
they
if I
murdered
take...
each other?
All right. So let's see. This thing's going to go.
We just crack the door open, a little crack, and we're all piled on top of each
It's
other
just
like a Scooby Doo thing.
You guys maybe. I'm getting the fuck out.
We barricade the door and just peek through the windows.
It's going to use its pull apart action on the ooze.
Hot.
Would that even
What kind
work?
of ooze?
You just make
Does
2
it matter? It might not be
stars.
smart enough.
Twos!
Twos.
So it's going
Matt
to
said
make-
you make twos!
A fight with the flame maw, 41,
Oh, treachery from
and the
Echoes.
shock maw, 50. So that does that. So I'm going to do 4. So that's 58, 59, 61. 61 piercing damage, plus another 20 slashing damage. So that's 81.
Is the ooze resistant to any of this?
124. Nope.
Oh.
And then it takes another 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 points of damage. Oh!
We just gave you a villain point for the ooze specifically.
Wait a minute. No, I'm a dingus. Here's what happens. It's an ooze.
Yeah.
It took piercing and slashing damage.
Yeah, we're getting a
It multiplies.
Oh no!
This just became a spectator game for the rest of us as Will plays with his action figures.
I know.
I'm
I
genuinely so
I
excited
didn't-
for this.
I
I
did
love it.
not want this.
I did.
Do not want this. Oh my god.
All right, now time to break up the calculator app to find what 276 divided by 2 is. 138.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
This is
this is
so
actually
funny.
I have a group running through Abomination Vaults on Thursdays when Matt's game
Oh
isn't
my
running,
God.
and this
This
is
is
how
so
that group
funny.
almost died. By
Dividing
repeatedly splitting an
slimes.
ooze to the point where the action economy was not in their favor.
Oh. See,
Uh,
this is why I'm glad I didn't try to cut it with my katana.
I'm rooting for the ooze.
Yeah,
I
me
feel like
too.
I'm the underdog in
Pay
this.
for the oozes to do
It is.
damage.
See, what the ooze should do is just go into the thing's mouth and then expand from inside.
Tail lash on the left one.
An
That
Ant-Man.
does it. But because it's slashing damage, the ooze just splits again.
Holy shit.
How many actions does this thing
It
have?
has 3. The thrash,
That is its third
the,
action.
The,
Well,
the pull
pull
apart was 2.
apart- Pull apart, flame maw, shock maw.
So
I think this is multiple rounds.
Pull apart is 2 actions, but as part of
Ah.
those 2 actions, you make 2 attacks.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
That's gross.
If you would have failed, if it would have used that on you guys, 69.
We'd be dead.
Its plus to hit is higher than my armor class.
Yeah,
If
literally.
it would have used that on you guys, you would have had to make a fortitude save or else instantly die, and that's why I gave you a bunch of diamonds.
Oh my god.
Lynx, do you want to do anything on your turn?
Lynx is
I'm not
gonna
anxious
keep
for
going.
round.
You guys are playing with fire by sitting around.
Garl?
Garl is
You're learning.
going. Garl is actually.
Learning.
Garl is going to move to the other side of the room to be closer to friends, but is also going to sit down and just kind of slump against the wall and slap some of those burning healing salts on herself and do a heal check for 20. Okay.
Nice. Nim?
Nice.
Oh god, it burns even more.
Nim floats passively and just watches in fascination.
Right.
I guess I could summon something and like make the fight a little crazy, but I
Just
think
like poke
They
at the
have
already.
range of
Like,
30 feet.
I could
so
poke the bear, but I think I will not.
I'm going to start with the northern ooze. 35
Nice.
misses.
What?
That's what I was afraid of. I had a feeling this thing was like at a much higher CR than we are.
It's actually only classified as a boss. It's only classified as a boss encounter for you guys. 32 misses.
That's crazy.
19 misses. Then I'll do the middle ooze.
Has the thing taken any damage?
33.
No.
Nope.
No.
Misses.
That's why I'm like, I don't know
39
if this
hits.
is just a boss.
39 hits. The ooze manages to do 21 bludgeoning, but it appears as though this thing is immune to acid.
Immune to acid.
We're learning so much.
R.I.P.
And third attack from the middle ooze. 35 is a miss. Next up, the southern ooze. It's going to make an attack. 41, it's a hit.
I feel like
Even
I'm
with-
listening to like a weather report.
Even with the southern ooze, even with grandma's acid recipe doesn't succeed.
Disgusting.
25
But still.
and 26. All
35
that's-
bludgeoning damage ain't bad.
Cassandra, would you like to do anything on your turn?
Cassandra will go over to Garl and offer a hit of Vital Beacon.
In these trying times.
Yep. Would you like some Vital Beacon in these trying times?
I will gently, rather than doing the slap you for healing, I will gently just kind of do the thing from like Age of Ultron where they just the touch the palm.
Oh.
How much do I get?
It starts as a D10, right? Dang.
I think it's like 3.
I think it's for something. I just can't remember.
What goes? We
creative.
haven't done. No one's used your vital beacon today, right?
Yeah, no.
So yeah, it's.
I'll
I think
double
it's. Yeah, it's D. The first rank is D10, so 4D10.
Sweet.
All right.
Thank you kindly. I'm back in the triples.
Thank you,
Now it's
man.
time for the Wilman Centipede.
So what?
Let's see. This thing's just... Oh, actually, you know what? It's going to make use of its Thrash ability. It can
Yeah,
strike
learning
once against each creature within its reach.
Looking at throwing its little legs up in the air like it just doesn't care.
So,
Care, damn it!
this is where at a -2, it's going to just tail lash the oozes. So North Ooze hits, Middle Ooze hits, Southern Ooze hits, even with the -2s. And because of that, these are all going to divide.
Split.
William, your action figures.
I know, it's like I'm playing League of Legends or something.
Well, you need to learn how to jungle properly.
We all.
I do, because I'm trying to play
I
Evelyn.
don't understand it.
We are learning a lot about how these things fight, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, we seem to be learning a lot about its strengths and vulnerabilities, which hopefully we're learning actually.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Look, it's keep getting smaller.
Why is this so fucking fun?
Lynx, you doing anything?
I mean, if we were really smart, actually, we could be flying up in the air and throwing things at it.
Throwing tomatoes.
It's like,
This-
open the door,
about it.
lock, close the door.
I'd have to roll, assuming its AC is like 36 or 37, at least like a 14 or 15 or higher to even hit this thing.
Okay. Garl, anything?
Garl is literally sizzling still, so she is going to wait for instructions from the people who are obviously a lot smarter than her.
Lynx, where
So-
did you go? Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Hello?
Don't actually split the party too much, sir.
I
We did not
was
explore that
supposed to
room
be running
entirely.
away.
Not out of the building, no.
Nim.
Oh, I want to investigate over here. I want to see what else is in there.
I'm a little
Another
concerned about you.
ooze.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do, so I think I am just going to wait.
We're just going to keep watching the fight. Okay. Carnivorous blob. I'm going to start with the biggest one, Pseudopod.
Gee, carnivorous blob, how come your turn lets you have 18 rounds?
Because people kept doing specific types of damage to it. Hey,
So
the
holy
second
fuck.
blob got a
There we
hit
go.
and did 33 bludgeoning damage to the centipede.
It's an older meme, sir, but it checks out.
31. And you know what the crazy thing is? The blob is
I agree with
immune to
Chast.
the blob is immune to critical hits, and the centipede's breath weapon only recharges on a critical hit.
So can it
C-c-c-
only do
combo
slashing
breaker.
attacks now?
What?
So can it only do like slashing attacks
Yes. So it can only subdivide the freaking thing.
This night is amazing. This is all
so
amazing.
funny.
Best thing that has ever happened!
Anyone.
So you guys are just like y'all
Him
have
and
broken
Merle are
me.
both like,
Ooh. Ah.
and does it deal the damage with piercing and slashing attacks, or does it just split it?
It just
splits
splits
it.
it.
Oh my god! We're
just
gonna
keeps
kill
splitting
this thing! I'm so excited!
Amazing. This is why I play this game.
Man,
I'm
like
so glad I just said what I was thinking.
if y'all told me that this is what I'd be doing tonight.
We would have laughed. You wouldn't have
Corellia,
believed
you're up.
us.
This is the best plan I've ever seen in Pathfinder, and I'm
And it's
honestly, I've come up
working!
with-
And
I've
it's
come up with-
working!
I'm going to summon an instrument and play a little background fighting music.
That's not gonna.
Wow.
No, that won't attract the pod. That's.
I'm
not-
so glad that it's been like 2 whole mentions of that spell. The first one was a joke. The second one is for a meme, and I think that's incredible.
All right. This thing's up now, but here's the thing: once these things get to less than 10 hit points when they split,
Yo,
that one should be at 34. They don't split anymore, but they still don't take the
Yo.
piercing or slashing damage.
yo,
So they just.
I've been reading that every single time.
Yeah. So, you're going to have a whole bunch of these oozes soon.
Who's we?
Yeah, a whole bunch of oozes with 10 hit points with no immunity to certain things like, I don't know, electric arc.
Golly, I sure am an alchemist with a 15-foot splash range.
Also, possibly a lot of empty vials.
It's going to thrash. It's going to hit all of them.
I'm picturing now ooze grenades.
Oh,
Crits.
the crit.
Wow. But the ooze is immune to criticals.
Yeah. The
This
ooze
is a
also has
match
an
made in
AC.
heaven.
You guys, the
A ma-
ooze also has an AC of 20, so all of these would be crits.
Wow.
I love to see it. It's
Like,
amazing.
Some
y-
weird
y'all-
monster.
Listen, I talk about exploiting games for fun. Y'all are exploiting this encounter.
I don't know if this is an exploit. This feels like an accident that went completely correct.
I cannot believe this is working as
we,
well.
we, we kited this monster all the way back to town.
Yeah, you all deserve this. Like, this is a win.
Something he never knew what hit him.
So if we close the door, do we just move out of a comment? We can go do something and come back an hour later. The room is now filled with oozes just constantly reforming and attacking, but incapable of actually hitting it.
Alright, so these are now at 17 hit points.
Well, without its breath weapon recharging, it can't hurt them. So it's just like a matter of time, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
no! Our DM is
It's
broken.
broken!
It's broken.
You know,
Oh,
this
the
is
game-
I need to
game
submit this
crashed.
clip to that Dungeon Master Therapy TikTok channel.
This is genuinely so funny.
I'm so happy. This is perfect too because I somehow this is just the thing to happen because it's Remembrance Day tomorrow, so we have the day off work. This is the
What's that
perfect
like?
thing.
So this could take a little bit longer and it would still be fine.
It would be hilarious.
Lynx, are you doing anything?
You know what? Yes, actually.
Uh-oh. Keep in mind, Lynx, under the statue there is a stairway that leads down that has been revealed.
I'm gonna do something a little different.
Oh
This door is
Oh.
closed, right?
Yes.
no. Well, no.
I would like to move up to the door with
Think
my
so.
last remaining action and
Mhm.
call that my turn.
Okay. Garl, are you doing anything?
I'm getting a little worried now, so I'm going to move 90 feet down the hallway towards where Lynx went.
Okay, Nim, are you going to do anything?
I think I will, just for funsies, like maybe grab one of these stools and push one of the legs through like the door handle, just as like some extra insurance.
Okay. I will say these oozes could fit under the door if they wanted to. Blobs. All right.
would have to
Well,
get
I
up
have
15
3,
feet,
6,
though.
9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Oh
31,
my
32,
god!
36 attacks to make.
Oh my god!
Let
One.
the blobs get up the balcony.
2,
I
3.
don't know. I don't know if they have
Don't
a
think
climb
they-
speed.
I don't think so.
I simply would not worry about it. I have a plan.
Yeah.
And we also all still
Next
have
one.
airwalk. I don't think that 5 minutes has passed. yet.
4,
It hasn't. It's not even been a minute.
6.
It takes 10 rounds to be a minute.
Yeah, so we would need to go through 50 rounds before the airwalk
Next
is up,
one.
and I don't think we'll get there quite
This
yet.
is so sad. It's literally just getting
Should-
abused to
I'm-
death.
Question,
We
guys.
just straight up bullied this
Should-
Fourth
thing.
one.
Should we contemplate going are we planning now to take advantage of this and try and kill the thing? Because
Yeah.
we can stand outside the room, cast a whole bunch of I'm gonna cast all my buff spells on myself. I'm gonna get haste, I'm gonna get mirror image, and then if we go in there, if we decide to go in there, I'm gonna do this. We can just run in there.
I don't think we need to. Look at it. Will's not even halfway done.
No, I still have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 35 attacks to make.
Jesus Christ.
Matt, if we just let this thing go, we can save our resources.
6.
We'll still have to kill all the slimes, though, right?
Yeah, but that can be taken care of pretty easily with AoE stuff.
I'm
Yes.
an alchemist with a 15 feet
5.
splash AoE.
God, that'll get a lot of them.
I
Also-
can kill 10 of them in one bomb.
I just remembered too that when I'm raging, my sword doesn't do slashing damage; it does negative or positive energy.
Yes, it does.
Nice.
So I don't care about your subdividing. I failed biology.
3.
So true.
I didn't actually. I don't
All right.
know about-
So the third slime, the third to last slime, kills it.
Holy shit.
Abby,
Just
well done.
All these
Well
small
done.
slimes, they just bludgeon this thing to death.
Kind of horrific, really.
Poor Remy
Which
Roo.
Final Fantasy 14 dungeon was this?
But here's the lovely thing. 240 feet of motion sense on the slimes, and Lynx, you're decidedly with 240 feet, and they still have 2 actions, and these ones still have all their actions, so...
What's
I'm
the
in the
airwalking?
air.
They climb
Yeah.
out of the pit.
We're all airwalking now.
They're not climbing into the pit, they're going under the door.
I'm
below
in the
Lynx.
air.
Will,
Yeah, he-
this is still a pit.
Yes, but there's a doorway
This-
at the pit.
From
base.
here into the room was the pit.
Yeah,
that-
this is at ground level. So they're
Well,
able
now
to
I'm
get to
really
there.
upset.
And as I said, the halls are only 25 feet tall, and they
This
have
was
a
the
reach
point of Airwalk.
of 30
That's
feet.
true, Will.
Yeah, can't they not sense him?
This
Is
was
he
the
small?
entire point of
Oh,
Airwalk.
right,
You
they
said this
can't-
earlier.
Yeah, like what would be making any
Beat
sort
the
of
shit out of you,
vibration?
sir.
Yeah, no, you're right. Then never
Oh
mind,
god, that's
they're
actually
just,
kind of.
they're
You can
oozing
literally
around.
hover in the air and just literally
They're
drop
just
bombs.
oozing around.
That's the plan,
Oh
unfortunately.
boy, this is
Cruising for an oozing.
Yeah, we're cruising for an oozing. Ha! Keeping it cool, smooth, and
the
steady.
only reason any of us have taken damage. Me is because I'm like, oh, I may need to protect people.
And then you did it.
I mean, to be fair, it was engulfing me rather than anyone else.
That was so funny, though. I'm still thinking about you getting like projectile spit out of the ooze.
Yeah, that is a pretty funny image. Like a weird.
Garl's in a goofy spot though.
Yes, even when they're down to medium size, they still have a 30-foot reach because they just stretch out.
Yeah.
It's like if you've ever seen Reboot. Spoiler for Reboot. It's like Max's father.
Oh dear.
Ugh.
Oh dear.
A room full of slugs.
Yeah.
You're so right, and I hate it.
All right, Lynx, you're up.
Some of Garl's skin is probably in there too.
Lynx opens the door and says, "That'll do, pig. That'll do."
When the door opens, all the oozes, they like turn like slime puppies towards the opening of the door.
Hello?
Is anybody there, Will?
Is Cassandra gonna poke in just like, no, Ma, it's my dog. I'll do it.
This is like this is our own version of Red Dead Redemption 2.
And with my last two actions, I am going to 1-2 Chuck.
It's like literally shooting fish in a barrel.
You got a crit!
The
They're
first
immune to crit though.
They're immune to
the
crits.
first bomb is going right here, so it can hit. Wait, I'm sorry. The first bomb is going. Wait, no. That isn't 15. I measured that. Yeah, that's in 15. So it'll get all of these in the center.
Yep. With just the splash, right?
Yeah.
How
What
much
is
is the
this
splash
session?
damage?
It is. Oh, that's a good point. That is only 8 splash damage.
All right. So I will say this one does die from the regular damage of the bomb. The 17 kills the one that you hit.
hmm
And then the other ones take 8 damage. Okay. Boop. And then the second one also hits, so it's 16 damage, so they're down to 1 hit point.
And they attack the empty vial, which is the only thing causing a vibration on the floor.
Well, they would go to the doors, so they're all just going to go underneath Lynx now.
Oh man.
But he is in the air.
You are like slime Jesus walking on slime.
I'm walking on slime.
Slime shine.
There's the
Alrighty.
episode title.
I'm walking on slime
Carl.
shine.
You're up.
I already measured it. I'm just gonna move to the hallway so at least I can see Lynx.
They do have a 10-foot penalty. I'm not sure how much that's gonna do. I don't think it'll do enough
They're
to
just
keep
going
them
to
like
spend their
away
turn
from the
moving
hallway.
there anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah.
But Lynx, you're up. Nim, you're up.
Okay. Is it gonna
What the
be an
fuck was that
action
number
just to
3?
open the door?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I am going.
Don't forget to use your elemental reactions on the
Holy
slimes.
shit. Look at all these poor fuckers just move over here.
Jesus. Okay. I
This
guess
is
I will just
so sad.
open the door and like move here.
This is what it's like to kill slimes in Genshin.
Fortunately, I think that's all I can fucking do.
Lynx waves to Nim.
And you
Nim
just
does
see like
wave
this
back.
like massive slime underneath Lynx.
I guess what I can, but their fortitude save is good. I guess I can do like a one action harm, and just that's the wrong thing.
Well, the one
Huh?
action harm is touch.
Oh, you are right. Never mind. I guess that's kind of all I do then. I
All
don't
right,
have a
the
single
blobs
action thing I
move to
can do.
there. Cassandra.
See the fruits of your genius.
Hey, Lynx, you have acid resistance, right?
No, wait.
Or do you like? I don't know, like all the acid splashing thingies.
No,
These
I
things
get
are immune
something.
to acid, as you've seen.
Oh yeah.
I got something. It was Juggernaut.
I mean,
I got Juggernaut.
If you don't waste any spell slots if you don't need to.
I mean,
Lynx at this point can just literally pour his potions out underneath him.
Oh, that's right.
fair. I'll just fly myself into the thing. Be like,
Just
you good?
watch them suffer. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. They still have sound.
We are still like a solid 15 feet above them,
30-foot reach.
at least. But they need to. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried that if getting close enough, they might somehow feel Lynx's heartbeat through the air.
Stop. That's so
Lynx.
cryptic.
I like the idea, Matt.
That's the movie that's the moment when the horror movie turns. They can think.
Lynx uncasts from his bandolier 3 alchemist fires with almost a sad look on his face and just goes to town and just re-rolls that third one maybe if it comes down to it. The first one's going here and the second one is going here. The third one is just in case it doesn't finish anything off.
So the first one would hit 16, 24. So yeah, the third one you would need to re-roll because these 2 up here would still be alive.
It's totally fine. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So Lynx, you slaughter these oozes.
Oh my god.
What an
He-
encounter, guys. What an encounter.
What
His hands
a encounter!
come up to his face. And he looks over to Cassandra and Nim. And just starts walking in the air, very
This is-
comically,
this
back
is the
towards
skin
the
of a
room
killer.
where this began.
Well,
So
hold on.
There's so
There
much
might-
loot in this room.
Yeah, there
there
might be
was.
a lot of stuff
There's
in
a
that room.
full treasure hoard in that room.
I believe
Was?
it.
Yeah.
All the
Was?
monsters rampaging destroyed it all.
All right. So who's ready for a big old loot list?
Me.
You know it's me, baby!
Because, like I said, that encounter was an optional one. If you guys did it, and you're getting your rewards.
Well,
Bonus
now
loot.
it feels like abuse.
The serotonin. I'm walking in the air.
So
Aurora looking ass.
I have my pencil.
Walking in the air.
a couple of interesting things in this room. Specifically, though, I'll just go through the list of them. Can one of you make me just a general Arcana check to identify everything?
Absolutely.
multiple people do
I
it?
can.
Yeah. 36. Alright, so Garl will be largely doing the work on this identification.
Her eyes glow strangely as she looks at things.
But there's a lot here. Need to find the item names. Apex. Here we go. So, inside of this treasure hoard are a number of items, including a belt of giant strength. I'm just going to type these into chat.
Nice.
Belt of giant strength. Hope. Oop, have to drag and drop it. Show to players. Who would like to read what the Belt of Giant Strength does?
I'll do it. Even
You
though
did
I
it.
think
You did it last time. If you would like someone else to do it.
I don't
Ooh.
care.
That
Okay.
price.
That prize.
Oh my god.
Item
we
level
could-
17.
We could probably only sell it for half as much, but why sell it when we can give it to Garl?
Now that's on Peridot.
That's on Peridot. Belt of Giant Strength, Apex, Invested, Magical, Transmutation. The item level is 17. It is worth 15,000 gold pieces. This thick leather belt is decorated with a buckle carved from glittering quartz in the shape of a fist. You gain a +3 item bonus to athletic checks and a +2 circumstance bonus to athletic checks to lift a heavy object, escape, and force open. When you invest in the belt, you either increase your strength score by 2 or increase it to 18, whichever would give you the higher score. Holy shit.
That's incredible.
Activate, reaction, trigger. You are targeted by a thrown rock attack or a rock would fall on you. Effect, attempt an athletics check to grab the triggering rock. Use the athletics DC of the creature throwing the rock, the DC of the hazard or other effect, or DC 35 if no other DC is applicable. You must have a free hand to catch the rock, but you can release anything you're holding as part of this reaction. On a success, you safely catch the rock, take no damage, and are now holding the rock. On a failure, you take half damage. On a crit fail, you take full damage. What a fun little... Wow.
Very specific, but
Please shoot the monk on this one. I really want to see that in use.
Wow.
But wait,
There's
There's
more.
more.
there's also... Nope, not protection. A circlet.
Ooh.
That's so
Oh,
cool.
persuasion.
Oh, that's so
Shit.
pretty.
Oh shit. That's really good.
Holy moly.
Cassandra noises.
Name noises as well.
I mean, it would have to have a little book on it to be a Cassandra thing.
That's true.
Though they do say take a leaf out of a book.
I should say Corellia noises for what it is worth.
Who would like to read this one?
I'll do it. All right, Circlet of Persuasion, Apex Enchantment Invested Magical, level 17, price 1,500 gold pieces, usage worn. This elegant silver band often resembles curling fig leaves and fits around your brow. You gain a +2 item bonus to deception and diplomacy checks. When you invest the circlet, you either increase your charisma score by 2 or increase it to 18, whichever would give you a higher score. Activate 2 actions. Envision, frequency once per hour. Effect, you cast a 4th level charm spell. DC.
4th level.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, I love that.
that's so cool.
I would also like to point out there's a very real possibility that that belonged to you. at
Yeah, I
some
think
point.
it did.
Is
Wait.
that on my will?
That
Is
is
that
one
one
of
of
the
the-
things that's on your will.
Out of
Furious.
curiosity, who did you leave it to the first time?
I don't know.
It would have been to Aranari.
Oh!
Aranari, you motherfucker! You left my crown behind?
Wait, what is
There's
that?
also a cauldron.
Wait. Now hold on a damn minute. Shut the fuck up, William
That is
Banner.
adorable. That is
How
adorable, and I
dare
love
you
it.
put this in front of me? Walking Cauldron, invested item, magical item, transmutation, item level 1, respectable, price 12 gold pieces, cheap, affordable.
You
This
love it.
iron cauldron stands upon sturdy iron crow's feet. A walking cauldron has land speed of 25 feet and can be used as a suitable tool to craft potions, oils, or other liquids. As a single action, which has the auditory and concentrate traits, you can command the cauldron to either follow you or stand in one place. When following you, the cauldron does its best to remain within 30 feet of you, but its ungainly movements are too imprecise to predictably direct in a combat encounter or other situation where seconds and precise locations count. It can carry up to 2 bulk of ingredients for potions or other liquids inside of itself while following you, but if overloaded or if you put anything else inside of it, it stands in place and refuses to move until 10 minutes after you remove the excess. And you know what?
Funky little guy.
What he deserves. His name is Stanley.
I love Stanley already.
So Link's pack bonds with it immediately is what I'm hearing.
I can't even make anything with it. This is not for like an alchemist itself, but it's very much something that he would think is very fun.
I imagine him picking it up and going,
Whoa.
"I've only known Stanley for 5 minutes. If
But if
anything
anything
happened
happened to him,
Belt of 5 Kings. Ooh.
Interesting.
would you like to take this one, Matt?
The Belt of 5 Kings. Uncommon, enchantment, invested, magical. Item level 9, price 650 gold pieces. Made from interlocking plates of silver and gold, this heavy plate bears stylized miniature images of 5 kingly dwarves. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to diplomacy checks to make an impression with dwarves or make a request from dwarves. You also gain a +1 circumstance bonus to intimidation checks against giants or orcs. The belt also grants you dark vision and the ability to understand, speak, and write the dwarven language. Activate 1 action. Frequency once per day. Requirements: you are a dwarf. Effect: you tighten the belt 1 notch to gain temporary hit points equal to your level and grant allies within 20 feet of you dark vision. Both effects last for 10 minutes. I'm a
Wild.
dwarf.
Yep.
Very circumstantial, but possibly useful.
Thank
Bag
you.
of holding!
What? What the fuck?
Type 3.
Good night, good lady lion mouse.
Night
Yes,
night.
good night, Lady Lion Mouse.
Though it appears to be a cloth sack decorated with panels of richly colored silk or stylish embroidery, a bag of holding opens into an extra dimensional space larger than its outside dimensions. Not copyright. The bulk held inside the bag doesn't change the bulk of the bag of holding itself. The bag's extra dimensional space can hold 100 bulk. Wow, not me, the alchemist. Tingly. You can interact with the bag of holding to stow items in or remove them, just like a mundane sack. Oh no, I really like this. Uh-oh, I think Lynx may have bonded with the bag of holding. I'm sorry. Though the bag can hold a great amount of material, an object still needs to be able to fit through the opening of the sack to be stored inside. If the bag is overloaded or broken, it ruptures and is ruined, causing the items inside to be lost forever. Tragic. If it's turned inside out, the items inside spill out unharmed, but the bag must be put right before it can be used again. Living creature placed inside has enough air for 10 minutes before it begins to suffocate, can attempt to escape against a DC of 13. Oh. Item has no benefits unless it's retrieved. Nice. So it's like an extra dimensional plane.
Yeah.
Oh, an item in the bag can't be detected by magic.
Oh,
That's
because it is in another
nice.
dimension.
It's another plane of resistance.
Wow.
That's very nice.
Now,
Wow.
Is there
I do have
anything in the bag right now?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Question though.
But
That
the
is-
extra loot.
Cassandra's asking the important questions tonight and coming up with the great plans.
Abby's brain, like every single neuron in Abby's brain has activated at least 3 different times tonight.
Honestly.
Actually, do you...
I mean, she's back in her lab, so.
There does appear to be a set of boots, although you can tell that these are not the greater boots of Elvenkind that they look like. They are boots of dancing. Garl beat the DC.
Nice.
Oh no.
1 cursed item,
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
where you would have been stuck dancing constantly.
Oh. I forgot we got that.
I do have a question because this is possibly the first time I've gotten something like this in a long while. For investing in a magic item.
Yes.
Now, is that separate from like the weapons we've been using with the striking runes?
Yeah, so the striking runes are not invested items.
And now, invest just means it becomes one of the. You have a cap on the amount of invested items you can invest in,
Yes, you do, unless you have the greater incredible investitute feat.
which I may pick up at some point. But also, the bonuses to athletics checks and athletics checks to lift heavy objects, is that in addition to the thing you invest, like the bonus you get from investing?
No, that's just part of the item.
Well, I'm just saying, like, investing in the item, say my strength score goes up by 2. that will affect my athletics check. So if I were to do an athletics check, is that an additional +3 because of the item?
Yes.
So technically, it's a full +5.
Yes, but it's only a +5 because your stats are being increased.
Yes,
Wow.
that's what I mean. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
But yeah, that's what y'all find there.
No one has any objections to me taking the belt.
No, take the belt, take the belt.
I think you're the only one who could get real use out of it.
Yeah.
I just realized I have not been using my staff since I got it. Forgot.
I
I-
don't think you've used the robes either.
I was about to say that. I just opened our party loot list, saw the Greater Robe of the Arc Magi, and was like, oh, wait, no, we did get that.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
have it on. I think it increased my AC a little bit, but other than that, I don't know how
Does
to
it
use
not
it yet.
also give you spells?
Does it? I don't.
It does.
Gives you a
So
reaction
your staff
command.
gets a number of charges each day equal to the highest level spell slot you can cast. And casting a spell from the staff uses one of those charges.
Sweet. Attempt to throw.
So you get like 5 extra spell slots from that.
Yee.
On me.
But yeah, so
I don't
that's-
have the greater robe. I just have the regular robe, right?
that is all the loot. Yes, you just have the regular. That is all the loot that you find.
Does it not say Greater Robe of the Magi in...
There's one right above it.
There's
That's
one
just the
right above it.
regular.
It's the regular one.
I did the same thing.
But there
That
you
reaction command,
go.
though.
Look at that. That's your loot list. How do y'all feel about that?
That circlet of persuasion.
I want to give the Walking Cauldron a pat, honestly. Little pat
On the side,
the-
not on the top, I assume.
on its longhas, on its love handles.
You know who might actually be able to make use of that?
Alessandra.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should give it to her.
That
It's
might
like
be
the
very
gift system in
fun.
Dragon Age. Just spam gifts until they like you.
Listen, I'm not saying that she could put little googly eyes on it, but I do think that she could put little googly eyes on it.
Chat says that yes, the stacks increase with the strength increase. Holy
Nice.
moly.
That's insane.
Question,
Ah.
Anything happen when I touched the circlet since it was on my will?
Nothing happens.
Does
That's a good
anything happen if I put it on?
Nothing happens.
God damn, I now have a +27 to athletics checks.
That's kind of hot.
So, that's the loot in that room. Would you all like to continue exploring?
Sure.
I would like to see what is over here where the ooze originally was.
Yeah. There's a number of arcane consoles down here that appear to still be in working order.
Can I investigate them at all to see if I can figure out how they work? I don't think I can.
Yeah. you can.
Figure out how they work, I mean.
I'll move
But,
back a little bit.
Make me a crafting check.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lynx can get an idea of how it works.
Okay.
You can definitely figure out how to input stuff. It does ask for a password.
Oh,
Oh.
I turn to Cassandra.
Say, well, let me take a little peek. See.
Aro shouts from across the room.
Look-see.
Try password 123.
Wait, what was the word that's used to? I hate to say it like this, but to activate Garl.
Say it very quietly.
Yeah. It was blood something or other. Bloodfest?
I wrote it down, but I forget where it is.
Can you do a check to remember?
Aranari's
Can I-
not here.
Good.
I can do join pasts to help Cassandra with a recall knowledge check.
I am
you
resummoning the
try
Eidolon.
You try Garl's Winter Soldier phrase, and it does not work. 2
Okay,
attempts remaining.
It's gonna lock us out.
Could we do the recall or past thing to see if I can remember the password?
Yes, we can try it.
You do so.
Can I try to hack it?
not Cassandra's workstation. This is not Corellia's workstation.
Oh.
Was it Aranari's?
It was not Aranari's, it was a random person's.
Oh, this is low level stuff. This
Yeah,
is the
this
lab.
is-
This is where the grunts work.
Can I try to hack it?
Yeah, if you want, you can try to make me a...
But before we get too far, I'm thinking, do you think Aranari would know? Because I can do a quick sending to see if he'll tell me.
If this was a grunt workstation, Aranari probably doesn't know.
He might be insulted by the question.
I think you're right.
You can make me a society check, Lynx.
I can do that. I can re-roll that.
There we go.
Awesome. The 36 is a success. So you start thinking for a bit, and Lynx, you can't come up with any good ideas. So in like just a moment of just annoyance, you kind of smack the station, and then like one of the panels pops open. It looks like a drawer, and inside, like written on a piece of paper, is the phrase Aldred 72589.
Some things never change.
See,
Some
he,
things never change.
he didn't use any special characters or capital letters.
You know what's the funniest part about this is that as soon as I like went with the society check, I almost changed like the question itself. Every single work computer at Universal does in fact have a little sticky note next to it with the password on it.
Don't use that knowledge for ill, chat.
Yeah, if you can get into our back rooms, good luck with that.
I mean, or do. I'm not your mom.
I'm not your mom.
While they are doing this, I am poking my head down this stairway under the statue, seeing what's down here.
It goes just long. It goes deep down, but at the very end of the stairwell, you can see a pale blue-green light glowing.
Gross.
But
Um,
Lynx, when you enter in the password, you gain access to the files. This station appears to be directly related to the project that they were calling the Magin Knight Soldier Project.
oh.
It goes into detail about how they were attempting to use arcane crystals to augment the combat capabilities of willing participants, in quotation marks.
They actually put quotation marks on it. Assholes.
Nice.
One of these groups that was quite well, one of the subjects was having troubles, basically acclimating to it. So they attempted to, basically through blood transfusion, keep them alive. It did not work.
Wig.
That person died. They kept on basically going through just a whole bunch of different testing subjects to try and like get these crystals to acclimate to someone, and then people kept dying until they discovered that these crystals resonated with the souls of people. And so the person who had the crystals installed in them was then magically induced into a rage. And was then basically told to slaughter a whole bunch of people. And as they slaughtered those peoples, the spirits went into their crystals and bonded the crystals to their soul and being. Only one applicant has been successful in this process. Others have tried, but many of them have caused major mutations to happen in cell structure breaking down, and that's those. So they've been preserved in tubes, which are now probably where the ooze is, which is what the ooze came out of. So those are all failed Garls.
Oh,
Okay.
Or prototype Garls.
Lynx takes 1d4 psychic damage.
Carl's still investigating this hole. This is a cool hole.
There's a pale green and purple light at the bottom of it.
I mean, I'm gonna check it out. This sounds neat.
Yeah. Garl, as you walk down the stairs, the light becomes brighter, and at the very bottom of it is a large green crystal line structure. And sitting in front
crystal.
of it is a older woman. Just sitting there.
Describe this older woman.
Well, her skin is gaunt and pale. Imagine if Cassandra just like aged like 80 years.
Oh God, did I walk into the future?
Bad.
Not the first ones I was expecting to see. You're a new one.
Hello?
Hello. May I have your name?
I am known as Garl.
Ah, Garl, it's so nice to meet you. Please
I
come.
hesitantly say the same.
Have a seat. Let us speak.
I mentally send the Eidolon back up the stairs to make some wordless gestures for people to come. But Garl pops a squat on the floor.
Garl,
just-
would you like to gain power?
I mean, what kind of power? Are we talking the power to help my friends? Or
Yes, you could help
power
your
to
friends
smash my enemies?
and smash enemies. All it would require are a few favors of me and the collection of a certain person.
Wow, I can't believe Eclipsa is in this campaign.
I mean, do you know this person? Are they a family? Do you need them
Yes,
rescued?
she was once a family member, but she decided to cut off that connection, and I simply seek to reconnect to her.
Well, now hold on a moment.
The
People
time-
often have.
Wait a damn minute.
Have we seen the blood thing yet?
Make a perception check.
It's not making any sounds, unfortunately, so you guys will have to notice it flailing its arms.
I'm too far around the corner to see it currently.
Nope, you don't yet.
You know what? I'm hero
And-
pointing that.
And Lynx and Corellia.
32.
Lynx is taking I, the player, am taking a voluntary failure because I think I'm very enraptured in what I'm reading.
I think
Yeah.
Nim will notice it in a minute.
Okay.
Yes, just she decided to cut off our relationship. I had punished her for some misdeeds on her part, and she didn't quite like that.
Garl's eyes narrow a tad.
She had taken a boy and bent him to her will.
I mean, you know, I'm not one to judge. Maybe he was into that.
No, she ripped apart his soul.
Okay, that's less possibly enjoyable on a weekend.
I could go into the amount of wicked deeds my former daughter went into, but
I mean, I think I require. I mean, that does sound bad, but I kind of require what's it called? A little bit of context here. Have you just been sitting down here? Like, there was a statue over this hole.
yes, my daughter ripped apart my realm.
I'm not sure I know what that means.
She gathered some friends. They came. They took what was given to me by her. They took her part of our pact and they ran away. I simply want to retrieve it. I've been slighted, you see. Someone made a deal with me and they haven't reneged on that deal.
I mean, that's usually not a good thing, but I feel I should ask, what would you do if you got the thing you were looking for back?
I would simply punish her for her breaking our deal, as is our contract.
Have you been democratically elected? Otherwise, I'm not sure you're arbitrarily allowed to dispense, punishments. I feel like there has to be a process.
Oh,
there.
Gar, let me ask you a question. If someone stabbed you, would you want to stab them back?
I mean, a little stabbing between friends is okay. I've got a lot of wounds on me. I'm sure some of these are from friends, and I got a lot of blood. I literally have a lot of blood. But no, on principle, I suppose stabbing is bad. I have been perhaps a tad too trusting in the past, and in all reasonableness, I just met you, lady, and you're creeping me out just a little bit.
Oh, but
You're-
I'm just a helpless little old lady stuck in the basement.
So
All right,
true.
at this point, I am feeling the need to do like some sort of like perception check to tell if she is just, evil.
Yeah, make me a perception check.
Okay.
And at this point, Nim will notice the Eidolon bouncing up and down.
Splash, splash, splash.
Yeah, you notice, Garl, that the shadow of this person is directly attached to the crystal.
Huh.
Hmm.
In what? Can you elaborate on that just?
Yeah, like their shadow is coming out of the crystal, and then their form is coming up from the shadow.
Bad.
I'm not sure what to make of that. Both myself and Garl.
Noticing that the thing is gesturing at me and noticing that Garl is gone, head in that direction.
Okay. No,
Nim,
Garl.
where are you going?
I don't see Garl. I think she went down the stairs.
No. Garl,
What
are
do
you
you
I
say?
don't-
alright?
I'm pretty far down the stairs. I don't know if I would hear that.
I'm heading down.
What do you say, Garl? A little bit of power. All I ask is a favor. You don't even need to get any blood on your hands. I simply wish for you to collect my former ward and bring her to me.
Garl is going to make an executive decision here.
Uh-oh.
Casting True Strike.
Okay?
And just True Strike. Oh no, hold on. No, True Strike only lasts for like 6 seconds or something. I'm going to brandish the blade though and say, I do not believe you are being truthful with Garl.
Fair enough.
And Garl has trust issues.
Understandable. And it's at that moment that you all step down, and everyone else would now recognize this. So, you know how the Baba Yaga had that humanoid bit at the top of themselves, and then that huge monstery bit?
Unfortunately.
This is the
Yes.
humanoid bit of the Baba Yaga.
Garl would not know this because she wasn't there.
Garl would
She
not.
wasn't?
Garl, I would suggest taking 3 very large steps backwards.
Oh, it's the one. Garl, look. This is excellent. It's the one that my ward harmed. She had done awful things to that poor woman over there. Oh, if you
Garl is
know-
more confused.
Do you care to elaborate, considering it's theoretically I was the one who was harmed?
Well, yes, of course. Think of all the terrible things Elisandra did to you while growing up, dear. Think of all the bullying. All the
I'm sorry, hold on.
manipulation.
Garl, I think you should leave.
I'm sorry, were you wanting me to bring Elisandra to you?
Yes, that was my former ward, until she stole the soul of a young man.
All right, I try to put my sword through her throat.
It goes in and sticks there. It's like, oh, well, that's not very polite, Garl.
I think we have passed the point of politeness.
Oh. Garl.
Fair enough.
How are you alive?
Well, largely in part thanks to the redundancies we placed. Dear Corellia? Oh, I
Damn,
doubt
she's a
you-
NASA engineer.
Oops, I guess.
So true.
Cassandra.
Oops.
It's a shame. I had
Ha,
hoped that
oops.
I would hope that if people came across me in this time period, it would not be ones attached to her. It's a shame. I don't suppose you'd be all willing to sell her out to me, would you?
Elisandra?
Yes.
Garl looks
With
at
all
you,
due
Nim.
respect, I think Elisandra's family has already sold her out to you once.
Yes, and then she reneged on that deal. I simply wish to have my property returned to me.
Ew. Maybe
I know my-
don't refer to people as property.
Yeah, at the mention of that, I know the sword is like this is like a hologram of her essentially. Garl worries the sword around a little bit to try and do something.
Deadass.
If I may ask, if this was not the outcome you wanted, why did you let us leave the Feywild in the first place? You knew what we had taken.
Yes. I'm not allowed to interfere with things, and so I must listen to my husband's orders at times.
Your husband.
Your husband.
Well, our husband, dearie.
Evil polygamy.
Evil polygamy.
Oh, Corellia, do you think that you're so kind and nice now just because you had your memories changed about?
I hope so.
Where do you think that other half of your personality went, dear? The loyal half. The half that wanted to make the world a better place.
I don't like it here.
What about any of this is better?
Don't look at me. I tried to stab her.
I believe that.
That's fair, Garl.
Completely
The
reasonable.
world is becoming ready to be embraced by the Lord of Light.
Ooh.
The
And-
Lord of Light being your husband. I'll let you have him.
So generous.
True. So
And it's
generous.
so interesting, Corellia, because you've managed, and like the shadow like moves and shifts to right beside Nim, to even find his herald.
Oh, I'm sorry, his what?
Is
Dearie,
what?
Dearie me, why do you think you're so connected to us?
Because of my family's rather sordid history with Trellador?
Yes, quite close to the founding, in fact. And you feel like this shadowy, like cold touch as it just caresses your face.
Bad touch.
I don't think you should touch me. I think you shouldn't do that.
Stop.
I mean, I can try breaking the big crystal if someone wants. If we've had enough of this.
I have more questions.
All right.
What do you gain by having Elisandra?
I gain an agent.
You think she would work for you willingly?
No, but that is why I hold her soul.
Bad.
I would gain an agent to enact the will of my lovely husband. The one responsible for saving this world, I might remind you all. Well,
Your
I suppose-
husband has done no such thing.
I didn't vote for him.
Men ain't shit.
And if he's responsible for the current warfare, he is even more guilty.
Trelladar is not acting within his wishes. The world is to be prepared for his arrival. This is simply making it filled with strife.
Wait, did you say his name is Eladar?
No, Trelladar is.
Oh,
not
Trelladar. I
acting
thought you
within
said.
its wishes. Yeah.
So we just call our husband Lord of Light. He doesn't have a name. Like,
Not for
that's a
some
weird
time.
relationship.
He's given it up, dear. He's become.
Well, what was his
something
name
more.
before he gave it up, though? Like,
Bob?
Cobb salad?
Ooh.
Oh, you said Bob, not Cobb. Ignore me.
I thought it was funny.
I'm glad you did.
I feel like this conversation has maybe reached its
Well,
terminus.
Cassandra asked a question.
Yes, I
now.
know. I'm just waiting for you guys to be quiet.
Sorry.
Ragnathon.
I was married to a guy named Ragnathon.
Yeah.
Oof.
Rather terrible taste, Cassandra.
I mean, maybe you did it to piss off your parents. I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, that's valid.
Did I have parents?
Yes, you had two very lovely parents. Unfortunately, they had to be part of the ritual to enhance your capabilities.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
Self-made
Kiddos.
orphan.
A little DIY.
Little DIY.
I'll do it myself.
She did. She cut their throats herself.
When you
Oh.
want something done.
Did I?
Yes.
Ah.
I
You want
mean,
to gain
you know,
power, dear, and you gave it up. But it could be returned. Come, Corellia, stop playing these games. Take your place as you should, as a goddess for these people to follow. To be under your heel, like the worms that these mortals are.
question. So, you guys shared a husband. Were you also married to each other? Was it like a tri-marriage?
I think it was more of like they were one person who married him and then they became two people.
Like the slimes?
Yes.
Like
yes.
the slimes.
I mean, sorry, Cassandra,
Oh.
but that is a good. That
No,
is an
that's
apt
a really good
comparison.
one, actually. Yeah.
I don't mean to call you slimy. That wasn't my intention.
Honestly, I probably deserve it at this point.
Oh, Cassandra, I'm so sorry. What will you do down here?
We just put the statue back.
Then I sit here, and I wait. And I will be
Choice.
collected when my love returns to this world.
When is
We'll
he
just sit
returning?
here
You have a
and
timeline?
Soon.
You have
The
a date
herald will
ladder?
be the key that opens up his gateway here. And she will
Is that-
cause this world to be bathed in light and ascend.
The herald being.
You, dear Nimbus.
No, I don't think I will.
No, I don't think I will.
I
I
shan't.
don't think I will work at all for the Lord of Light. That isn't who I worship, and it will never be who I worship.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Say it again.
No, I think once is enough. Thank you.
Yes. That was totally in character. You're
Do
so
you
right.
think Desna grants you your powers?
Oh, now she's insulting your faith.
you
That
think-
worm of a god is nothing.
Death call for cutie.
Cassandra takes a step
How
back.
would you define power?
In simple terms or more metaphysical?
Dealer's choice.
The power to reshape the world, to cleanse it of all corruption and impurity.
All right, I think we are talking
no.
in circles at this point.
No. With magic, I'm assuming.
With a simple wave of a hand.
Whether or not Desna is the source of my magical abilities is irrelevant. When I say she is the source of my power, I mean she is the reason that I am able to get up in the morning and do what I do to help this world become a better place. Your Lord of Light grants me nothing if I do not have that.
That's you want the last word, right?
I look forward to blinding her with light and trapping her in nightmares whence I am free.
I look forward to beating the shit out of him. So
Same.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think this has gone enough. Garl is going to channel as much negative or positive energy as possible through her sword and just stab the freaking crystal, just to try and put an end to this.
So
you're
go.
done.
As you stab
done.
into the crystal, charging your positive energy, a black miasma breaks out
Kinky.
What?
and begins to encircle and enwrap Cassandra. And as her vision fades, and as this dark cocoon forms around her, that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh,
I just wanted to help. I just wanted
Will
to help.
baiting the party.
We probably should have just put the statue back over her and let her fucking rot.
I-
Well,
yum yes.
join us next week, friends, to see what happens next. And let me tell you all, it's going to be a fun one.
More fun than us baiting two monsters into killing each other.
I hope so.
That was pretty fun, I'm not gonna
That-
lie.
Amazing.
All right, but everyone, thank you so much for coming down tonight. Don't forget to check out our other shows. And, of course, don't forget to just keep being awesome and lovely people. I'm
So
going to
true.
see if anyone we know is online right now.
Can we go raid Shy Show?
Maybe.
I'd have to find them. It doesn't look like they're online right now.
Oh,
Ooh, can McKenna not read?
Alright,
Teehee.
But, yeah, so we will talk to you all next time. Don't forget to check out other shows. Calling Chronicle this Friday. Come see the next step of that one. And we'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
Hey! Bye bye!